Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're here at EPCOT for another round of everyone's favorite pin bingo. Now today's pin bingo card is all princess themed. So we're gonna be hunting for princess pins. And if we get bingo, I get to get myself something, a little treat. And if I get full board bingo, that means every little space is covered. I get to get whatever I want in the park. So we're always hoping to get full board bingo. Now we have yet to get full board bingo. So hopefully today's the day because I really want a new lounge fly bag. We've been at this, this is what, number 4 now? This is the 4th time we're doing this and still no full board bingo? Today's the day. Today's the day. The princesses will guide me for sure. All right, let's take a look at the princesses we're hunting for today. So here's a look at our beautiful bingo card. This was made by our friend Abby, the very talented Abby. Abby, you really killed these bingo cards and everyone's asking. Abby, I'm telling you, you gotta sell these. These are incredible. But today we're searching for Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, Merida, Wish Star, so Little Star from Wish, Pocahontas, Cinderella, Pascal, Mulan, Snow White, Miko, which is Pocahontas's BFF, the little guy, the little, what is he? What do you call those animals? A raccoon, yeah, he's a raccoon. We're looking for Rapunzel, Asha, Belle. We have a free Tiana space in the middle because Tiana's my favorite princess. We're also gonna search for a Tiana pin. We need Sebastian, Jasmine, Moana, Elsa, Gus, which is the little mice or one of the mice from Cinderella. We need Mulan, Flounder, Ariel, Ray from Princess and the Frog. We need Anna and we need Mushu. So those are who we're looking for today. I brought with me some real deal banana peel pins and we also have a ton of Boo Boo Kitty pins because we will be using some Boo Boo Kitties today to help us acquire some of the pins on our bingo card. I also brought with me these stickers to mark the spots where we find a pin. Now someone was saying that I should put the pins in the square, but the pins are all different sizes. So if I put like this big one, it would be covering most of the board. So I feel like these stickers are our best bet and they just fit so nicely in the box. So let's go ahead and put down our free spot, Tiana's little crown. And we already got one little sticker on the bingo board. The rules for pin bingo, I can go to every single board, I can trade with every single pin trading cast member, I can do 2 pins at a board, just like it is with any kind of pin trading you do here in the park. You are allowed to do 2 trades at a board. Also, we will be accepting help from friends who watch, so if we run into any friends in the park, we can do a trade and they can hopefully help us get a pin we need for our bingo card. We're also gonna go to the Club Cool area where all the pin traders sit and see if we can score any there as well. Okay, fingers crossed for full board bingo. Please. So we're gonna head to our first pin board, which is by Spaceship Earth. They have the camera center store / pin traders. Now, sometimes, you know, I'm just here by myself, so sometimes I might miss a pin on the board, or sometimes I might take a pin and not even realize it's on my bingo card, like the Pride pin the last time, the Wave B, and the comments section. Ooh, y'all ate me up, and rightfully so, because that was wild. The fact that I pulled a Pride pin and didn't even mark it for the bingo card, but thank you for holding my feet to the fire, my friends. This is why I like you all. Okay, so here we are at the camera center / pin traders. Let's pop inside and check out the pin board. Dun-dun, they moved the pin board to behind the register, and it's a smaller pin board. Okay, so let's get in line and check out the pin board. Okay, so here's a look at our first pin board. I already see a princess, Jasmine, and we have Ariel. So those are 2 of the princesses we need for our bingo card. So let's put down, yeah, for bingo card. So we got Jasmine here, perfection. And then we also have an Ariel shoe. So let's take this one here as well. Awesome, thank you so much. All right, my friends, so we scored 2 princess pins. We got Jasmine and we got Ariel. So let's go ahead and mark those off of our bingo cards. So Jasmine here, bada bing, bada boom, and Ariel right down here. Oh, hold on, I can't get the sticker, hold on now. Ariel, perfection. All right, so we ran into a pin trading cast member outside. Check it out, they have a Cinderella teacup. We need that for the bingo, and then they also have a pin pad. All right, so I definitely need that Cinderella if you don't mind, and then I'll give you a munchling here. So we did score the Cinderella, so let's go ahead and mark that off of the board as well. And now we have covered 4 spaces. All right, let's head to the next location. I think the universe is on our side. We already got 4 spaces covered, found 3 princess pins, and also that was the cast member that we traded with in the France pavilion a while back who had all the keychains, and he's such a good time. So I had to give him a real deal banana peel pin for the Boo Boo Kitty just because he's always super cool and he likes to be in the video. So I normally don't film cast members with the lanyard, but he likes being in the video. So, okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're doing so good. Next stop is Gateway Gifts, just right next door. Let's go check out their pin board. While waiting in line for the pin board, we ran into a friend who watches, and we got a Tiana pin, which we need for our bingo card. And I got the Tiana pin, all thanks to
Annabella, and I got Luke Skywalker.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're really helping out. Then here's a look at the pin board. Okay, I need princess related. Princess? Any princesses? No, none here. Okay, but at least we did score a Tiana pin in here, so silver lining. So we didn't find anything on the pin board, but we did get help from a friend who watches. Also, that same cast member with the lanyard came running back to find me because he found a Mulan pin, and he was like, I got you, I got you. So we have Tiana and Mulan. Let me show you. Here's the Tiana from Wave A of the hidden Mickey pins, and then we also got the Mulan. So let's go ahead and remove those from our bingo card. Okay, Mulan, right here. Bada bing, bada boom. And then also Tiana. Perfection. Oh, that cast member came in clutch helping us out. Perfect. Yes. Let's pop into guest relations and check out their pin board. Here's a look at the pin board inside the guest relations. Sorry, I'm like focused. I really want to get full board bingo. So we have Cinderella. Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to like not take up too much time on a board, right? Because we want to be mindful of other traders. But I really don't want to get home and see the comment section eating me up about a pin. Okay, I don't think we have anything here, right? Okay, all right. Okay, so nothing on the pin board for me, and the cast member saw the bingo card and he was like, give me 1 second. He ran to the back and was like, I don't have anything. I'm so sorry, I really wanted to help. And I was like, it's okay, we'll find them, we'll find them. He was saying that Asha shouldn't be too hard to find, which she's the one I'm like a little worried about, just because there's not a lot of like Wish lovers out there. I've found Asha pins before, but that was like when those blind boxes were currently being sold here. They're not sold anymore, so now I'm like, oh, I don't know if we'll find Asha and Star. We have to find Star as well, so. Okay, all right, let's head to the next pin location. Let's pop into Connections Cafe and Eatery and see if we can find any of the pin trading cast members rolling around. All right, my friends, and it looks like we don't have any pin trading cast members inside Connections Cafe / Eatery, so let's go check with the pin traders who sit outside. Maybe we can score the Asha pin right now. All right, friends, we have scored the Asha pin for Pin Bingo, and I got this all thanks to my very, very good friends, Andres and Kelly.
Got this in return.
Awesome, guys, thank you so much. I was worried about this one. So we made it to another table. We're at Andy's table, and Andy has the kids only trading board, but I could trade here. It's cool. All right, because I do see Aurora, which I definitely need, and this is like just pluck a pin situation. Okay, so let's put down, we'll do the silhouette of Kanga and Rue for the Aurora. Perfection. And then you do also have Belle, and we will do this Winnie the Pooh for Belle, if that's okay. Yeah, thank you so much. You're helping out. I love it. Thank you, Andy. So we ended up scoring Belle. We also got Aurora, and we got the Asha. So let's go ahead and remove those from the bingo card. Okay, Asha, bada bing, bada boom. We also have Aurora, which counts for Sleeping Beauty, bada bing, bada boom. And then we also got Belle, which means we are 1 space away from getting our first bingo. All we need is Sebastian. Sweet. We're making one more stop at another trader's section, and there is Mushu and Ray from the Pixie Plush, which we need for the bingo card. I was very worried about these two, and I'm getting these 2 pins, all thanks to
CJ and Dunielle from Pin Trading Duo on TikTok.
All right. Everyone go give a follow because they're really helping out. And they become my very good friends. So, yeah. Okay, my friends. We scored Ray and Mushu. So let's go ahead and remove those 2 little divas off of our bingo card. So Ray right here. Bada bing, bada boom. And you see how nice the stickers look? I like the stickers. And Mushu here. Okay. All right, so we're all done in this trading area. I decided to only allow myself 15 minutes in this area because if I wanted to, I probably could sit here all day and complete the bingo card, but I really want to challenge myself to find them on boards or through Pin Trading cast members. So that's the new rule for Pin Bingo. We could only trade in this area for 15 minutes. So, okay, next pin board. Now we're gonna pop into Club Cool and see if there's any Pin Trading cast members. Plus we have Beverly, the Pin Trading bear, in here. Okay, so we have quite a few pins here in Club Cool. We have 1 Pin Trading cast members pin pad. We have another here and another. Okay, any princesses here? Anybody that I need? I need an Anna. Flounder, is there Flounder anywhere? There's Scuttle. Okay, we also have a lanyard here as well. Okay, and our last hope, Beverly. Come on, Beverly, come through. Come through, Beverly. There's an Alice, Pinocchio. All right, sorry, Beverly. All right, one more scan, just in case. Alrighty, I don't think we have anything here for our bingo card. Let's keep moving. So nothing in Club Cool, that's all right. We have Creation Shop up next. Let's see if we spot any Pin Trading cast members. Okay, so we do have a Pin Trading cast member here in a Creation Shop. Here's a look at their pins. Nothing on that Pin Trading cast member's pin pad for me, but she did watch my video, so thank you so much. Let's do a lap and see if we can find any more Pin Trading cast members and hopefully score another pin for bingo. And we spotted another Pin Trading cast member in here, and ding, 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 there's an Elsa pin who we need for pin bingo. So we'll definitely take that Elsa, and then we'll trade away. Let's do this giant sneaker here. All right, so we scored the Elsa for pin bingo. We traded away the sneaker, which I thought was a Boo Boo Kitty, but it ended up being real. And I was like, well, at this point, you just gotta commit to it. It ended up being a Loungefly pin, so. Okay, let's go ahead and remove Elsa from our bingo card. Here's the Elsa square, and ding! Sweet. So now we're gonna make our way over to Mission Space and head into the gift shop, Mission Space Cargo Bay. But we do have a Pin Trading cast member here at the Disney Vacation Club booth. Let's take a look at their pin pad. All right, my friends, here's the Pin Trading cast member's pin pad, and ding, 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 it's Rapunzel. It's the Rapunzel Tsum Tsum, which we need for bingo. So let's take that Rapunzel, and we'll put down this Ariel here. All right, my squirrel friends, we just got Rapunzel, so let's go ahead and tack that off of our bingo card. Lovely, 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 lovely. So we're still missing Merida, which now I'm thinking I haven't seen a Merida pin in such a long time. We gotta find Star, Pocahontas, Pascal, Snow White, Miko, Sebastian. We need Mulan. Oh wait, didn't we get Mulan? Who did I mark off the board? Did I mess up somewhere? Oh, I didn't mess up. We have 2 Mulan. So this was Mulan and this was Mulan. So we gotta find another Mulan pin. All right, and we will, and we will. We're heading towards Mission Space. They have the blue umbrella, which is the guest experience team. Let's go see if they have a pin board. They did not have a pin board. All right, so now let's head to Mission Space, and we're gonna go into the gift shop, Mission Space Cargo Bay, and go check out their pin board. Here we are at Mission Space. Again, the pin board's gonna be over in the gift shop, Mission Space Cargo Bay, which is on the side of the building. Here's a look at the pin board in Mission Space Cargo Bay. Minnie with a bob. We don't need you today, Diva, but maybe soon in a future video we will need you. Oh, hello. There's Anna. Oh, that's a real Anna. Holy cow, I had a Boo Boo Kitty prepared, but that's the real deal banana peel. Okay, so we're gonna put down this Pinocchio pin for this Anna. I've never seen a real Anna before. Look how nice and clean she looks. And just real deal banana peel. I cannot believe we just found the real Anna. That is wild. I'm sure you've seen, we found the Elsa in the Boo Boo Kitty, but real Anna, that's wild. That is wild. Okay, any other princesses that we need? Any Pascal here? Merida? Where you at, Merida? A lot of Alice today, I've been noticing. A lot of Alice. Okay, so at least we got Anna, and a real Anna at that. All right, let's keep moving. Okay, so we scored the real deal banana peel Anna. Here she is on our bingo card. Let's go ahead and remove that one, or place the sticker. Very nice. I'm still gagged. I cannot believe I found a real Anna. I've never seen a real Anna out and about before. So we ended up scoring one pin, which was the real deal. But as I'm like leaving the store, people are looking at my bingo card and they're like, how can I help? So I just had a whole entire family look through all of their pins trying to find the like a Merida, because that's the one I'm really, really nervous about. And then also the daughter had wish pins, but she only had Asha alone and King Magnifico, which I need Star. And I will accept Asha and Star together, but now I just used that pin as my Asha pin, so if I find another one, that will count. That will count. But now we're headed to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, which is right here behind me. We're gonna pop into the gift shop Treasures of Xandar and check out their pin board. Here's Treasures of Xandar. Let's pop inside and hopefully score a pin for our bingo card. So as soon as we pop in, we have a pin trading cast member, and ding, 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 there's a Snow White pin. It's the little vinylmation, so I'll definitely take that, and then I'll trade away this Ariel here. So we just scored the Snow White vinylmation pin. It's her colors, so that definitely counts. So let's go ahead and remove Snow White off of our bingo card. She's right here, and then the cast member did have blind trades, and then she was like, there's nothing that you need. I'll tell you right away, there's nothing that you need. And I was like, well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. So here's a look at the pin board in Treasures of Xandar. Oh, there's Beast. We also have Aurora's crown. That would have counted earlier. Pascal, Merida, Pocahontas. Where you at? Oh, Minnie with a bob. Minnie with a bob. Hi, Diva. All right, I don't think there's gonna be anything here for me, so let's keep moving. So we scored one pin at Treasures of Xandar, the Snow White. Now we're gonna head towards Test Track, because Test Track has reopened and they have a gift shop, and in there they have a pin board and sometimes pin trading cast members. And that's where we found the Pride pin from Wave B that I didn't use for the bingo card in the last one, and everyone was going nuts. I saw the comments, I was dying. I also, again, I love it when you all are like, you missed one, you missed one, you missed one, and people are screaming at their televisions. I'm sure you've already screamed a few times, because doing this like solo is kind of hard because I'm focused on filming. I'm also someone who's very aware of my surroundings. Like, I'm constantly like living in an out-of-body state, if that makes sense, where I'm just like constantly like aware of everything around me. I think it's the ADD, but yeah, so sometimes when I get to the pin board, I'm looking, but I'm not really looking. You know what I mean, if that makes sense. But we're not doing bad, you know what I mean? Like, we're it's okay. Here's Test Track, and Test Track's pin board is gonna be on the side of the building. Test Track Gear Shop, which is just straight ahead over there. Let's go check it out. Also, this looks great. They did a really great job. Looks very futuristic and good. All right, so here's a look at the pin board. So I'm doing bingo today, so I'm trying to find any of these on the bingo card. And if I get full board bingo, I get to buy whatever I want inside Disney, no price limit. So that's the goal.
You need Merida?
Yeah, I need Merida, I need Gus.
Which one, the D or which one?
It doesn't matter, it just has to be a Moana pin. So we didn't find anything on the pin board for our bingo card. Test Track, but but the cast member felt bad. That was so dumb. The cast member felt bad, and she was like, well, I don't have anything to help you with your bingo card, but I do have something else. Test Track. But she had the Lilo little hidden Mickey pin from Wave B. So, hello. Now, we don't need this for bingo, but this is a score. Test Track. Now let's head to the garden area. Test Track. Let's head to the garden area where the they have the 2 pin booths, because each one does have a pin board, and see if we can score any more pins for our bingo card. Test Track. Okay, so here we are in the garden area, and like I said, we have 2 pin cards here, one over there and one right here, and they both should have a pin board. And here's a look at one of the pin boards at the pin cards. Okay, any princess, any Miko. We also have a pin trading cast members pin pad. Okay. Alrighty, I don't think there's gonna be anything here for me. Let's keep moving. Nothing for me at that first booth. Now, the cast member had trivias there, but the person in front of me shot for the trivia, and they did a trade, and they put down a Pinocchio, and then there was a Puffle next to it, so I definitely didn't need any of those, so we didn't even do the trivia. Okay, we got another one coming up right behind us here. Let's go check out that pin board. Hopefully we can score another pin for the pin bingo right now. Here's a look at our next pin board. Okay, we're looking for Merida, we're looking for Star, we're looking for Pocahontas, Pascal, Nico, Sebastian, Mulan, Gus, Moana, or Flounder. I don't think we have any here either. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything here for us, so let's keep moving. Now we're headed to the pin card here in Communicore Plaza. So across the way is Communicore Hall. And then we do have a pin board here. Let's go take a look. All right, my friends, we got the pin board, and look who's just there. Right there, Miss Pocahontas. We need her. We absolutely need her. So we're gonna take her. Let me just, you know what? For her being there, I don't even care if she's real or not. We're gonna put down a real deal banana peel. So let's go ahead and leave the other Pinocchio little character mug for the next person, just because this was, thank you so much, just because this was so iconic, just her right there in the center. Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, my friends, we scored Pocahontas. Yes, she's from, I believe, the Disneyland Hidden Mickeys, maybe, maybe not. Looking at it, it's kind of like a 50-50 whether she's real or not. So I'm glad I did put down a real deal banana peel, just because, you know, you always got to do equal value trades. Now, normally when I'm not sure, I just won't take the pin, but we need this today for pin bingo. So I'd rather put down something real. And if this pin happens to be fake, at least we have the good pin karma, you know? So hooray, hooray. Let's go ahead and remove Pocahontas from our bingo card. I was really nervous about Pocahontas, let me tell you. It's Merida, Pocahontas, and Star that I'm like the most like worried about, and I'm so glad we found Pocahontas. So let's go ahead and tack her off of the bingo card, and hello. Hello. Now, next to the pin cart, we have the Cool Kid Summer tables with the 12 and under and the 12 and older pin boards. Let's go check those out. So here's the 12 and under pin board. Now, I can't trade here, but let's just take a look and see if there's anything that we need. So that way, you know, we can just torture ourselves. Yes, literally. Oh man, Gus. That is Gus. That's who I need. Oh my gosh. All right. Now, this is the 12 and up pin board. Alrighty. Dang it, I need that Gus. We'll find them again. I want to cry right now. That Gus. I really need that Gus for the bingo card. And it's very rare to see like a Gus pin. I've never seen that one before. And then the only other Gus pin I can think about is from the Imaginative Icon set, where it's Gus and Jack inside of the pumpkin. That's the only one I can think of. Now, I'm not gonna like totally lose hope, because today we're winning. I just know it. I know it. I know it. I feel like I said that last time, but I just feel it in my, I feel it in my entire existence, in my being. Okay, let's head to the next pin board. We got Pocahontas, so that's a score right there. Okay, so let's head to Coral Reef Restaurant, which is the restaurant across from Journey of Water inspired by Moana. All right, so there is Journey of Water inspired by Moana. And then across the way is Coral Reef Restaurant. Let's pop inside and check out the pin board. Okay, and this is the pin board in Coral Reef Restaurant. Okay, we got one of Ariel's sisters. Don't need her. There's another Anna. Oh, see, now this is the Boo Boo Kitty one. Look how thin that one is, and then I got the real deal one earlier. Flounder? Any flounder here? I feel like you see a lot of flounder Boo Boo Kitties everywhere. Pascal? Nope. Alrighty, nothing here for me. Let's keep moving. Coral Reef Restaurant was a flop. Nothing there for me, but we did get to see a Boo Boo Kitty of the Anna, and now you can kind of see the difference between like a Boo Boo Kitty and a real deal banana peel, how much nicer this one looks, and then that Anna. Although they're not the same pin, they are a part of the same pin set, so they should look just as shiny and beautiful as this little diva here. Okay, let's head to the Seas with Nemo and Friends. We're gonna go into the aquarium / gift shop and check out their pin board. All right, so here's a look at the pin board in the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Wow, look at that lady pin, that's cute. Oh, Sith Lord, that's really awesome. Okay, focus, what are we here for? Oh man, there's a Mushu. Oh, shoot.
sorry, it would have been just a second ago.
I don't think I see any other characters. Any flounder? Nope, no flounder. No Merida. No Pascal. All right, I don't think there's going to be anything here for us, so let's keep moving. So the pin board at the Seas with Nemo and Friends was a wash, but I was actually quite surprised to see that Mushu pin there. I forgot he was in that like Boo Boo Kitty set they did. There's like a bunch of random like sidekick characters in that set, which now that I think Miko is also in that set, so hopefully we can score that guy as well. Okay, now we're gonna pop into the land. Now last time we didn't pop in there because the pin boards haven't been available, but today we're playing pin bingo. We can't leave any stone unturned, so let's go check over there. Man, I really want to win. Here is the land. We're gonna pop inside. We're gonna check Garden Grill Restaurant for any pin trading cast members. We're also gonna head downstairs and see if the pin board is available at Living with the Land or Soarin'. And then we do have a pin trading cast member over at the Behind the Seeds walking tour. Okay, here we go. So already talked to the cast member, no pins at a Garden Grill Restaurant. Let's head downstairs. For Living with the Land, if they had a pin board, it would be right outside where the cast members are standing. So no pin board there either, but we are gonna head down and check Soarin', and then we do have a pin trading cast member at the Behind the Seeds walking tour. No pins at Soarin'. We got one more spot to check. Here's the Behind the Seeds walking tour counter. There's a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at the pin trading cast members pin pad. We did the trivia, and it was what year did Daisy kind of hit the scene, and it was 1940, and then the pin behind was little Daisy, but we don't need her for today. They do have a princess, but we already got Jasmine for our bingo card, so nothing here for me. So we didn't find anything in the land. Now let's pop into Journey into Imagination with Figment. We're gonna head to the gift shop, Imageworks, because that's where you can find the pin board. Here's a look at the pin board in Journey into Imagination with Figment. Okay, see, there's another one. So Miko is also in this set. So there's Abu. I don't need Abu. Moana. I still need Moana. I still need Flounder. I need Gus, Mulan. Miko. Any Miko? Nope. Wish, Star, Merida, Pascal. All right, I don't think we have anything here for our bingo card, so let's keep moving. We didn't find anything at a Journey into Imagination with Figment. That's okay. Listen, we got a lot of the board covered, so I am hopeful that we'll find some stuff in the World Showcase. So let's start tackling the different countries. We're gonna start in Canada for this go around, and then we'll end with the gift shops. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more pins. We got this, we got this. There are, I think 13 countries. We got this, we got this. All right, we made it to the World Showcase. Our first country is gonna be Canada. Let's start with the back of the pavilion. Let's go to Le Cellier and EPCOT first. All right, let's start with Le Cellier Steakhouse. Pinboard is gonna be right at the little front desk. All right, so here's a look at the pinboard in Le Cellier. Okay, definitely no princess that I need. They have Miss Aurora, but we don't need her. But thank you so much, cast members. Thank you. Nothing in Le Cellier, but the cast members wanted to be in the video. And I love the cast members in Canada. They're my favorite cast members. Not biased at all. But okay, now let's go to EPCOT, check out the pinboard at the little table. We gotta get another pin for the bingo card. One in each country is like the goal. Here's a look at the pinboard at the EPCOT table. Okay, Flounder anywhere? No, no Flounder, no Sebastian, no Miko. All right, nothing here for me. Let's keep moving. Nothing at EPCOT. Oh boy, all right, we got one more stop here in Canada. It's gonna be upstairs at a Northwest Mercantile, like Kimberly's daughter. All right, let's go. Here we are at Northwest Mercantile, like Kimberly's daughter. Let's pop inside and check out the pinboard. Here's a look at the pinboard in Northwest Mercantile, like Kimberly's daughter. Okay, Mulan. Is she here? No. Flounder? Nope. Moana? No. Merida? Yikes. Alrighty. Nothing here for us. Let's keep moving. Canada, I love you, but you failed me. Not one pin in Canada for our bingo card. That's all right. I still love you, Canada. All right, next country is going to be the UK. And the UK has 2 pin boards. So one at the Crown and Crest, and then another one at the Rose and Crown pub, but it's like the little stand where you could like do quick servicey kind of stuff there. So we almost made it into the UK, but look, there's so much Halloween Winnie the Pooh merch. Shut up, look at this little sweater. So cute. There's also one for kids. There's a tote bag. Piglet as a little dinosaur. Is he a dinosaur or a dragon? Maybe a dragon. Here's Pooh in a little pumpkin. All right. Oh, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. So we do have a pin trading cast member here at the little cart where we just saw the Winnie the Pooh. And check it out. Wave B Cogsworth. So we'll definitely take that. And then I'm going to give you Miguel from Coco. Well, it's a good thing we stopped there to check out the Winnie the Pooh Halloween merch. We ended up scoring a Wave B. Now, we don't need it for our bingo card, but score. We got 2 of these today. Wow. So now let's go over to the Rose and Crowns little walk-up thing there where you kind of check in and see if they have the pin board. Oh, I see it already. Let's go. And here's a look at one of the pin boards in the UK. All right. I don't think they have any princesses here or anything else we need for the bingo card, so let's keep moving. Nothing for me on that pin board. We have another one coming up. It's going to be at the Crown and Crest. We'll check that one, and then we'll also pop into the Toy Soldier, which is the other gift shop behind it with the little red banner right there. We'll check that one as well and just see if there's a pin trading cast member in there maybe. Okay, so here's a look at the pin board in the Crown and Crest. Okay, I was doing a little bit of pre-scanning while waiting in line, and I didn't really see anything that we needed for our pin board. Gus, please, somewhere here? No. Alrighty, nothing here for me. Let's keep moving. Okay, so I popped into the Toy Soldier behind me to see if there was any pin trading cast members. Unfortunately, there were not. So, oh man, nothing here in the UK for us. All right, let's keep moving. Between the UK and France, they have a pin cart, which is right behind me here. I already went up, no pin board. That one's kind of like 50-50. Sometimes they have a pin board, sometimes they don't. Today, they did not. So let's head to France. Okay, so here we are in France. Now, before we head towards the back of the pavilion and check out the pin board, we do have another blue umbrella coming up, so let's go take a look at that pin board. All right, so here's a look at the pin board at the guest experience team. Okay, Minnie with a bob. Always love to see Minnie with a bob. They do have a princess. There's Belle, but we don't need Belle. We already have Belle. And that looks like our only princess or princess-related pin, so we gotta keep moving. So nothing on the pin board, but we did run into a friend who watches, Abby, and she had the Sebastian from the Pixie plush, and I traded away the Miko that I had for the Pixie plush. Now, I didn't have the, I had the Miko in the beginning of the game, so I can't count that for the Pingo card, but we do have this guy now, so let's go ahead and remove Sebastian off of our bingo card, and ladies and gentlemen, we have scored our first bingo. We have straight across bingo right here. Bada bing, bada boom. First one. All right. Now we are still missing quite a few, but at least we get to get like some kind of treat today if we score bingo. And today we're actually going to get something that's not food related for our treat, which is pretty exciting. So we're definitely getting something today. But now let's head all the way to the back of the pavilion and go check out the pin board in Leol. Okay, and here's a look at the pin board in Leol. Okay, we need a Flounder, we need a Merida, we need Star, we need Miko, we need Gus, we need Mulan, we need Moana, or Flounder. And I don't think we have any one of those pins here on this pin board. All right, let's keep moving. Now, here we are in Morocco, and Morocco's pin board can be found at the gift shop across here. And then sometimes they have pin trading cast members at the spice table. Now, no pin trading cast members right now, but we do have a pin board here in the gift shop. So let's go check out that one. Here's a look at the pin board in Morocco, and ding, 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 2 of the Wave Bs. Anything that we need for the bingo card, though? No, but we got Wave Bs. Let's do it. So for the Wave B of Snow White, we're going to put down this large and in charge Kabuki mask from Big Hero 6 for this little diva here. And then the Mickey Castle will leave behind the Sally pin because it's Spooky Oogie Dookie season. Boom. Ding, 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 my friends. Okay, so nothing that we needed for our pin board in Morocco, but we did score 2 wave Bs, the Snow White and the Castle. And Morocco has been the spot for us. I think the last time we were here, we found a wave B also in Morocco. So shout out to Morocco. Now, listen, I'm having such a good time, win or lose today, because we are missing quite a few for our bingo card. Win or lose, I'm still having such a good time. I love doing pin bingo, and listen, we got 1 bingo, so we'll get to get something, and I've already won the most important gift, the Hearts of America. So on our way to the next country, we have a refreshment card with a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pins. Okay, now here we are in Japan. Let's head towards the back of the pavilion and go check out the pin board. We're still missing Merida, Star from Wish, Pascal, Miko, Moana, Gus, Mulan, and Flounder. And the Mulan is a double Mulan. All right, so here's a look at the pin board in Japan, and a ding, 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 my friends. Who is that little diva? It's Merida. We need her for the bingo card. So let's take her, and then we'll put down, let's do this little Tigger one here. Thank you guys so much. Ding, 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 my friends. We ended up scoring Merida, and we need her for the bingo card. So let's go ahead and put down our little sticker and cover up Merida. Sorry, my hands are so sweaty. It's so hot out here. But again, I'm having the time of my life because we just found Merida. Yes, vocals for days. So we're making our way over into America, land of the free, home of the Wendy's 4 for 4, but we ran into a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pins. Mulan, Princess Pastry. We need this for bingo. We're gonna take that, and let's put down, let's do this munchling here. Perfection. Who is that pin I see when I'm playing? I was gonna try to make it rhyme with bingo, but it didn't work. But we did get a Princess Pastry pin of Mulan, so let's go ahead and remove that from the bingo card. And now we have bingo this way, not too bad. Okay. Hope has been restored. Now let's go check out the board here in America, land of the free, home of the Wendy's 4 for 4. Listen, some people say I'm a lot. I say others don't do enough. So here in America, land of the free, home of the Wendy's 4 for 4, they moved the pin board from the EPCOT station over to the booth here with all of the merchandise. No pin board, but they do have a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pin pad. And the cast member told me that they moved the pin board over at the EPCOT table. So he said it varies depending on like who's on the shift. So if you don't see it at the cart, make sure you're checking the EPCOT table. We didn't get to the pin board yet, but we did run into a friend who watches who had the Flounder Ducky for the bingo card, and we got this all thanks to
Rebecca, and I got the Mulan Princess Pastry.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And River, hi River. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Thank you so much. We got the Flounder, so let's go ahead and remove that off of our bingo card. And then the cast member told me they moved the pin board inside, so we got to go inside into the Art of Disney, which is right here. But all right, we just need to find Moana, Gus, Miko, Star from Wish, and Pascal. All right, hope has truly been restored. Okay, so here's a look at the pin board in America, land of the free, home of the Wendy's 4 for 4. Okay, oh, that grumpy pin is kind of cool. I think that ended up at Character Warehouse a while ago. Okay, I don't see a Flounder, I don't see a Miko, I don't see a Pascal, Gus, or Moana. So let's keep moving. America, land of the free, home of the Wendy's 4 for 4 was actually a success because we got to meet Becca and River, do a trade. We got Flounder, so we scored something here in America. Now, we didn't find anything on the pin boards. That's all right. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pins, and we got a few more countries left. So let's head to, I think, Germany. No, Italy's next. So let's go check out the pin board in Italy. Ciao. So our next country is Italy. We're gonna pop into this building here and check out the pin board. Here's a look at the pin board in Italy. Okie dokie. Okay, there is a princess here, actually 2 princesses here. There's Aurora and Rapunzel. We already scored both of those. Moana. I don't know if we're gonna find her today. All right, nothing here for me. Let's keep moving. Okay, so our next country is Germany. Let's pop inside this gift shop here and check out the pin board. Alrighty, so here's the pin board in Germany. They have wave A, right? That is wave A of the castle. Oh, sweet. All right, now we're talking. All right, and then I don't think we have anything here for a bingo card, but there is a pin trading cast members pin pad with another wave B, and we're gonna do it. Let's take that one, and then we'll leave behind the Tiana from wave A. Nothing for our bingo card, but we are scoring with the wave B. We found another one, another Clogsworth, right? This is the second Clogsworth today? Yes, it is. Yes, 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 it is. And these wave Bs will hopefully help me get a new Zootopia pin, which, by the way, I went to a pin trading event this weekend. Look at all of those. Bing, 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 bing. Perfection. Yeah, I went to another pin trading event this weekend, and the goal was to find a Zootopia. I didn't, but I did purchase 2 new ones. Let me show you. It's the Nick and Judy. So here's Nick and here's Judy, and they're little presents, and they do close. Look at that. How cute is that? And then they pop open. They're from Shanghai, and I paid $35 a pop for these because, you know, they're from Shanghai. All the Zootopia pins that I do not have now are all from Shanghai. Everything here in the States I pretty much have, aside from like the rest of the little Dorbs. Pretty much everything I have in the States, you know? I just gotta find like the Shanghai ones. Sorry, the heat is getting to me. We've made it to the halfway point, or maybe even past the halfway point. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. All right, let's head to the next country. So I had a friend tell me to check all the gift shops in Germany, because sometimes you can find pin trading cast members. So let's see in here, this Christmas store. Okay, so I spoke to the cast member. No pin trading in either of the stores, the Christmas one or the one where they sell all the other Germany merchandise. So that's a wrap on Germany. Okay, so we're headed to our next country, but we do have another blue umbrella, another guest experience team here. Here's a look at the pin board at the guest experience team. Okay, still missing Moana, still missing Gus, Miko, Pascal, and a Little Star, and none of them are here. Okay, let's move on. So nothing on the pin board for me, but I did run into a friend who watches Ariel, and look at this beautiful Loungefly pin of Robin Hood that I got. Now we don't need it for the bingo card, but I'm a sucker for a Loungefly pin. So we're making our way to China, but over here where they sell all the merchandise, I spot a pin trading cast member. I think this is like Africa, right? Yeah, this is supposed to be Africa. All right, let's see. So we do have pin trading cast members. Here's a look at their pins. We have this pad and this pad here. Okay. Nothing for my bingo card. All right, so nothing on the pin pad for me, but they just did a refresh and I was able to score the Pride one. Now it's called the Rainbow Castle, but first off, hi gay, it's always gonna be Pride. So we got another one. So we ended up scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wave Bs today. Holy cow. So we made it to our next country, which is China, and China's pin board's gonna be in the House of Good Fortune at the EPCOT table. Here in China, the pin board is with the EPCOT station, but look at the line. That's for the passport signature thing. Now I did get a good look at the board as I walked up. Nothing there that I wanted or needed for my bingo card. No real deal banana peel, so nothing worth waiting in that line. So we're all done in China. Let's head to the next country. We made it to our next country, Norway. Let's head towards the back of the pavilion, pop into Fjording, and check out the pin board. Okay, here's a look at the pin board in Norway. Okay, Minnie with a bob, Minnie with a bob. Okay, they got Rapunzel, we don't need her. Miko, Flounder. No, we got Flounder already, sorry. Miko, Pascal, Moana, Gus. Yikes. All right, nothing here. Yeah, nothing at all. Goodbye, Minnie with a bob. All right, so we made it to our final country, Mexico. Let's pop inside and check out the pin board. And once you make it into the plaza, the pin board can be found at La Tienda Encantada. Let's go. So the pin board's not in La Tienda Encantada right now, but there is a pin trading cast member. Here's a look at their pins. And we spotted the pin board in the plaza. Here's a look at the pins. We also have a pin trading cast member's pin pad. All right, I don't see anything that we need. So let's move on. We got another pin trading cast member here in the plaza. Here's a look at their pins. Okay, so we do have another pin board here in Mexico. It's as you're exiting the plaza. And here's a look at the pins. Okay, very nice. Now I don't see anything that we need for our bingo card. So let's keep moving. So that's now the second time we've seen a pin board at the little exit on the left of the plaza. So add that to places where you can find the pin board. Mexico officially has 2 pin boards. Okay, so we're all done with the countries. We have 2 gift shops coming up. We're still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pins to get full board bingo. A literal miracle would have to happen right now for us to get full board bingo. But that's okay, at least we scored 2 bingos. All right, so we're nearing the end. Let's pop it into Disney Traders and check out their pin board. All right, so here's a look at the pin board. Still need Miko, still need Pascal, still need a little Star and Moana and little Gus Gus. And none of them are here. All right, let's keep moving. So we have a pin trading cast members pin pad in here as well. Here's a look at their pins. Okay, my friends, I guess miracles do happen because while we were waiting for the pin trading cast member, we ran into a friend who watches and they were currently working on this blind box. They had a duplicate Pascal, so she traded me, her and her wife traded me, so that way we can mark Pascal off of the bingo card. And then she had an extra of the Muppets Halloween pin that I guess released today. I didn't know, but I'm not really big on like pin drops, but she had an extra one. She asked if I wanted to trade for it. I said yes, so I gave her 2 pins for the same value of this. Muppets is gonna trade so well because, you know, Muppet Vision 3D is gone, so this is gonna be, you know, a good pin to have. So we gotta remove Pascal from our bingo card. So let's get the stickers, which means we're only missing 4 more pins. Now, who knows, anything can happen on our way to the final pin stop. Okay, and our final stop is port of entry. Let's pop inside and check out the pin board. All right, here's a look at our final pin board of the day. Still missing Moana, Gus, Miko, and a little Star from Wish. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen for us today, my friends, because I don't see them here, but we also have a pin trading cast members pin pad. Do you mind if I show the pad as well? And here's the pad. All right, my friends, that's a wrap. Alrighty, friends, and that was our final pin board, which means we did not get full board bingo. We're still missing Star, Miko, Moana, and Gus. But you know what? I had a good time. We found so many Wave B pins. We also got the new Muppets pin. We got the new little pumpkin of Pascal. So today was an absolute win for me. It was a win. I'm so happy. Now, we did get normal bingo. We actually got 1 down and across, so we do get to get ourselves a little something today. Now, if we would have got full board bingo, we would have been grabbing that new Halloween lounge fly, but we are gonna go over to the Disney Traders again, where they have all the pins, because we're gonna pick up a little bag of the 2025s and open it up and see if we can score a chaser pin. So let's go. So we're headed back into this store here, Disney Traders, and the 2025 Hidden Mickey pins are pretty much behind the register. So let's ask a cast member and we'll just do one. I believe they're $22.99. All right, my friends, so we have secured the Hidden Mickey pins. This is Wave A. Now I'm hoping to get a chaser from Wave A. I've never had a chaser in my life, so, well, at least from this set. So let's see who we get. Now this was $22.99 with my annual pass discount. I think I paid like 17 and some change, and it does come with 2 pins. So I'm trying to project because you know the copyright strike I'm gonna get from this random music back here. Okay, and the pin we have is, oh, it's a headband. Oh no, it's a Donald. Oh, and it's the little Easter Donald, who is not a chaser. But that's okay, because when you do these little blind bags, there's never a real loss, because anything you get, even if it's a dupe, you could use it for trading. Silver lining. Okay, last one. Hopefully it's a chaser. If not, it is what it is. Okay, final pin we have is, man, these plastics on this are just Elastigirl. Who's that? Oh, it's Dopey. No chaser. All right, that's okay. We got 2 more pins that we can use for trading. That's gonna do it for our time playing bingo here in EPCOT. We didn't get full board bingo, but we did have a fantastic time, and today we're walking away with some pretty spectacular pins, like that Muppet Halloween pin. That was a good score. That was a very good score. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. You can follow me on every single social media platform at WDW Kevin. I'm the cockroach of the internet. You can find me just about everywhere. I just joined Christian Mingle. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I'm not really on Christian Mingle.